Hello friends, Under here, and we're in history of Maki. And I would say this is really fun and special event history of, especially for Maki, because first of all, he started like way before I get into the Zipkis, and he started even building prior. He have more like 400 tracks, and one of the problem that he faced, it was that he need to choose only 12 of 400 and 12 that average player could finish. And if you know or don't know like the old Maki tracks, this one, they're not easy. At least I never thought that they're easy until, I don't know, like last year. So it usually quite hard, quite demanding, challenging. Well, first track is not a great example because I could finish it. Honestly, I don't remember this track at all, but as I said, Maki started way prior than I start played, and this is, he said this is one of his first track, or even like the first one, and right away it's like the loop circle track. Yeah, but at least I finish it after like three years in Zipkist. But yeah, but for example, for Build a Query, yeah, fast. I spend like all my time, like literally all my time, doing basically the first turn on this track, just to not hit any obstacles. So yeah, it's very demanding, very challenging, at least for me. I hope I'm still considering as average player, not like below average. But well, it is what it is. At least this was the only one track that I didn't finish, and I'm pretty happy with this. The one thing that I really like in all this history of event, especially for players that quite a long time starting with Zipkis and have a lot of tracks from like 2-3 years, you can see your evolution, your progression, especially if you know the tracks. For example, I believe like Maki have big variety of these like precision tracks, like 1, 2, 3 version. Even like in last or several showcase ago, there was precision, some kind of with another number. And if I remember correctly, there always was a big problem for me, but well, at least this one I finished. I finished in a gold medal, which is a big achievement for me. So yeah, you can see your progression from year to year. Still can't beat any after time from even like old Maki tracks. So this is what it is. And also it was really nice and fun to watch his stream, because he was streaming before this judging of DSL tracks for the space, and after that there was this event like history of basically himself. And it was nice to hear his comments about tracks, about how hard it choose something, what he thought was about how he choose what he choose, about the track itself, like oh yeah, this is track from like this my era, or like different era, or like oh yeah, I was built because of something like happened. And it is nice. It is really fun to sometimes hear thoughts of after how he choose some tracks, why he built this way, what tricks he use, what traps he put intentionally, which not, cacti in outer banks, which should give you best time, better timing, better speed, but you hit the cactus and you're rushing, so you need to avoid it. Personally, I think like in most tracks, like at the, let's say, first half of Maki build tracks, or like prior year and a half, and especially you can easily see it in his early tracks that he built mostly tracks like the tracks that he like most, what he want to play, what he want to drive, and it's fine, it's fair. Everyone want to play the game as he want, but because Maki is very good Zipkis player, very good driver, I think most of his earlier track are really hard. But even like the first ZSL track, I believe I wasn't the judge at this time. It like first or second ZSL, and I joined like season 2, 3. I don't remember. But this track was in ZSL, and I believe someone like Lexar or someone else said that yes, this track was in ZSL, and he chooses because yes, it is hard, but nothing better comes in the ZSL. So yes, Maki built quite challenging track, and if you watch some like older video, you will definitely see this problem that when I faced Maki track, and if I can finish it, I'm saying okay, no matter what time I achieve, no matter like even if it's like 30-second track and I finish in 2 minutes, I will be very, very happy. And this style changed at some point. I really can't say in which stage, but it became different. Maki starting building track more for players that not only he can play and fun, but other players can fun. Yes, there's still some challenging, there's still some tricks, but usually most players can finish them, or honestly maybe I become slightly better player. And again, from like earlier Maki track, I was more worried that like, I won't finish like more than one track. Honestly, like I remember old Maki tracks, old Maki style tracks, and there was really, really hard for me. Maybe I become better. Like I remember his tracks. I remember how I played in a showcase, in open lobby, in other events. Right, like mostly it was the SL and showcase, but overall I time to time come and play in open lobby when I have time. But oh yeah, and one really well, I consider his fun things. I don't think he was really upset or take it really seriously. Well, maybe he was, but I don't know. So at some point, several tracks that Maki built, their style was really looked like Kari's track. At least someone thought that there looks like this one, and I personally can't say that they're like 100% like Kari's style track. I believe it all was because the polls on playing track was really looks like Icarus. Yes, they look like, but again, if for example in the past we have some other events, some other tracks, like everyone should build track in style of like Karen Cop or Code Vault or other Cars Quick Racer, and you can really repeat some styles, and I think it's fine. It's like you can't pattern it, and even if some tracks really similar to another tracks, again, even from all others history of, we saw that people authors evolved from track to track, from time to time, especially you can see it, and sometimes you can call this like some kind of era of like hard tracks, era of like icy tracks, or era of green Lexer track. I don't know, but overall people change style, people want to build something new, something unusual, something very, very unusual, or like opposite, very similar. Like for example, for the last couple of months we saw a lot of track with basically one trick is where you go in from wall ride to the pipe, and people build a lot of tracks with this specific fun element. Prior to that we have like wall ride transition. So for me it's like usually someone made up like nice things. Oh yeah, justMaki, at least I've heard it first time on his track when he create this trick when you on off-road tires and on descent or like on the end of the track you use left right steering, your zip keys like made the loop, and he built this element. And I believe in next 2-3 showcases or like weeks we have like several 5-6 tracks with the same idea. So yeah, someone build idea, another author say okay, I like it, I want to build it in my track, I want to build better or funnier for me. So yeah. Oh, and finally we're in the Sky Citadel. This is like, I remember this track, and I think I didn't finish it during showcase. I probably will find it in what showcase it was, but this track is like 16 tracks in one, and it's really hard to finish it, hard to learn it, because basically you need to learn 16 variations, because you can receive anything on this track, any lines, because of the logic how it's built, and some of them are like trolling. Yes, Maki said that most of them are like, he tried to build all of them in like similar time, and if you can see leaderboard, yes, they're all like really close to each other, but some passes, some variation for me are like unbeatable, because there's soap, ice, and I really can handle and can do this like correctly. So yeah, I would say I really love this track. It was some kind of like earlier version when only like logical gates come to life, and honestly, one thing that I noticed, at least for some reason, maybe because I'm slow or slower, it seems I can react even if I don't remember the colors that I should use. I still remember the track, and this is really weird for me. Maybe it's because of updates, something changed in Unity, or it's just something in my head. And yeah, so by the logical, I believe this is, we're really like in latest phase of track builds. Most of the tracks are pretty doable. If again, we all know that Maki can build something like unplayable, challenging, that will be really hard to finish if you're not Maki, but also he can build very achievable, very finishable track, maybe like with some risky finishes, with something else. And again, he has like 400 tracks to choose something off. And I really enjoy his like latest track from this event, from like ZSL or any other that I played, because they're like for such a long time he find the way he can realize how other players play the game, how they can finish tracks, and he really built tracks that could be fun for a lot of other players, and even for challenge guys like Lexer or Ronan. So on this specific track there is like extra challenge. There is a parking lot in the middle of the track, and it's really hard to go there, and during stream Maki show it, so probably you can go and rewatch it. It's really fun, nice idea to extra challenge to the tracks. So yeah, this was history of Maki, 12th track out of many, at least for his main account, and hope you enjoyed. Leave your likes, comments, what's your favorite track. Do you think Maki track evolve a lot, or he play in the same style and built in the same style? And yeah, see you next time. Bye.